The lucky ones. These Kakapo are among a large flock of birds who've been cared for by the staff at Dunedin's Wildlife Hospital since the start of the year. Director and wildlife veterinarian Lisa Aguilar says around a third of the living Kakapo population have come through their doors.
We've cracked over 40 Kakapo coming through this hospital this year, which is an incredible number, and quite terrifying when you look at the numbers of the birds. There's only 142 officially in the population. They don't officially count the 72 live chicks yet. They need to prove that they can survive, so they haven't actually been incorporated into the final population numbers.
Kakapo are hand-reared at the Wildlife Hospital. Aguilar says this year's breeding season has been very successful, with a large number of birds needing care at one time.
At the peak of our involvement in February, we had 25 chicks in hospital, which is an epic number of birds, and it involved quite a lot of people working almost around the clock. There were some quite crazy hours, a couple of hours of sleep in between, so you could catch up and then back to feeding the babies.
Kakapo are known for their cheeky temperament and inquisitive nature. And Aguilar says, like human children, looking after baby birds involves long hours. She says scores of volunteers in Dunedin's Wildlife Hospital and at other centres have been working around the clock.
We had at least 2 to 3 people, especially when we had the peak of 25 chicks per shift. So these birds have a morning and a night shift because they start at about 6 a.m. when they're quite little, and then that can go through to like 2 a.m. So you only get a few hours of sleep after you've cleaned up. So a huge number of people have been helping with this. It's a really huge dedicated group of conservationists, and obviously my hospital team have been sort of working around the clock to help these birds now as well.
And with no central government support, they're fully dependent on local businesses and the wider public for financial donations to keep the hospital operational. In Dunedin, The South Today.